And we're back!
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, the time kind of ran out. Oops.
So anyway, as I was saying, their police, they would have to check Stefano's story within 5 minutes of any investigation. They would very quickly figure out that Stefano doesn't even exist. Because Count Olaf, as we know, doesn't have the forethought to create records.
Yeah.
And it's not like that's impossible. People have done that. Goddamn Jim Moriarty in Sherlock creates an entire fake persona when he needs to convince everyone that Sherlock's a fake, with records and everything.
Yeah.
However, within 5 minutes of checking out Stefano's story, they would easily realize that his story not only does not track,
There's no...
but he was hired as an assistant. Assistants are very rarely experts on snakes, or whatever they are employed in, but rather, they're normally there to learn about what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, also, he was just talking about, it would be a shame if they couldn't go to Peru.
Well, the dialogue is just straight from the book, or
I know.
straight from the movie.
It is straight from the movie, I swear to God. Lazy.
I mean, any good police officer would figure out very quickly just how little the story tracks.
Yeah, any good police officer, but would it be their fortune to have one of those around?
They just need Lestrade. Lestrade is good enough. They don't need a Sherlock Holmes, just a Lestrade.
Can you even imagine how rickety this is?
I'm a professional herpa snimgentrist.
Yeah, the fact that he can't even say it that's your first tip-off. That would be the first tip-off in Supernatural. In fact, actually by that point, they'd be pretty certain that you're either dealing with an idiot or somebody who has no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah. Just overtop the giant snake skeleton, don't mind me. Fuck.
That was difficult to watch.
Was it? Was it?
Oh God, we're all the way back here.
We have to continue to listen to Stefano be an idiot. Son of an asshole.
Well, I guess we're not that far back. Oops.
It's a good thing there's health conveniently just right up there.
It's like, oh, you might get hit here. Here's health.
I myself was almost completely consumed and digested by a Portuguese anaconda. Fortunately,
Anaconda?
just in time to stick
Yeah,
with them.
if you can't pronounce anaconda with an I mean, I understand some of it must be your false accente, but herpesnimetrist. That's what it sounds like he said. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Herpesnimetrist.
I like good food and football.
God, he's a horrible liar. I never even understood, even when reading the books, how people saw through those disguises.
Then you got out in the real world, and you saw...
Even then! My God, so many of them, like... I certainly wouldn't fall... Like, okay, maybe some of them were a little more convincing.
Dude, Sonny just moonwalked.
Like, Captain Sham, maybe.
Gee, I sure wouldn't want to overstep my bounds.
Stefano? No. Shirley, sure as hell, no.
Mr. Stefano.
Coach Ganesis? No, he was a fucking idiot. He was the reason why I started writing all through my series of Unfortunate Events books. And I remember making the comment, because Coach Ganesis says, you know, orphans are perfect for running. I'm like, well, you see, that's because when an orphan dies, and then they reach level 10, or grow a level, they automatically evolve into something with 155 base speed, thus making them about the same speed as a Jolteon.
It's true. That
Oh, look.
Mr. Stefano must be... Ready to go.
Idiot.
Oh, Mr. Poe.
It certainly doesn't help that so many of the characters in a series of unfortunate events are dunces.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that whole entire thing where we went jumping and everything, we didn't have to do that. Sunny was seen crawling to the cage.
Find Mr. Poe through the door to the front yard.
But there's... Wait. Oh yeah, those are the places you can... Okay, so I can go.
What are we doing? We can warp?
No.
What the hell did you just do? What the hell did you just do?
Package from VFD.
Even though they have no idea who VFD is.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't...
And these add nothing to the game?
No, just extras in the extras menu. That one was just right there, so I went ahead and did it. Yeah.
The children next went to live with their aunt.
That's all we had to do is find the front door.
In a
Yep.
very old and creaky house, perilously perched on the edge of a cliff that looked out over Lake Lachrymose.
That's how you pronounce that?
One might
Uh-huh.
think that she was
I've been
very
pronouncing
brave
that
to
wrong
live in
for
a
my
house
entire
like
life.
hers,
I've been like
but
saying
this is
Larry
not true.
Camus.
Aunt Josephine is terrified of just about everything you can think to be afraid of, and quite a few things you would never think to be afraid of.
Well, I can understand why she was afraid of realtors, because the realtor was played by Jane Lynch. She wasn't afraid of the realtor, she was afraid of Sue Sylvester.
Oh, good. I was worried you might be realtors.
Realtors?
Well, you can never be too careful about realtors. Who knows what they're capable of? Put your bags inside. We must go to town and buy supplies. I wouldn't normally leave the safety of my house, but Hurricane Herman is supposed to arrive any time now.
So let's leave the house.
Here's a list of everything we'll need.
Grammar books?
Yes, grammar is my greatest joy in life.
Because the
You
weird
can
thing
never
with
have too many
VFD is
books
that everyone specializes in
That
something.
there was all my fault, Ewa. I can't tell you how sorry I is for running you down there like that.
Olaf! What? That horrible man you warned me about? Where?
Standing right in front of you.
Behind this fine gentleman?
Captain Shams, the name?
Is not.
Klaus, what atrocious grammar! What you should have said was, no it isn't, or no it is not. Either way would have been correct.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
God
Are you
damn, she
kidding
makes me
girl?
look like a
Perhaps
freaking
it's
not
just the
grammar
ramblings of
Jew.
an expert fisherman, but grammar is the #1 most important thing in this here world to me.
Then you would understand that you don't
Wearing
use the word
disguise.
here
I
at that
wouldn't let you
point.
say.
Yeah.
Klaus, what a horrible thing to say.
Oh, I don't pay that. No, never mind. I've had to
Then
live.
I'm a grammar Nazi, stop it!
Why? Wait, I've got one more. Why?
The leeches got my husband, too.
Get out of town! Them dear blasted leeches doomed me to a life of
Count Olaf, have you ever heard of something called chewing the scenery?
Julio, please
I
say you'll come to my
think
house this
that's
evening
what
for dinner.
you're doing.
It'd be an unfathomable pleasure, Minnie.
My dear.
Children, gather the supplies for the hurricane, would you? Here's a list of everything we'll need.
For calling yourself a
'Tis a fine
grammar Nazi, you are really lacking in the ability to speak with correct grammar.
Now have some peppermints and run along.
We're allergic to peppermints.
Pity that.
Bread, cucumbers, limes, grammar books, wind chimes? What kind of hurricane supplies are these?
We'd better get started.
Yeah, wind chimes. That's not ominous at all.
You really need to work on your non-obvious disguises.
Yeah.
Wind chimes with the music store. Okay. Cucumbers. Are we just stealing them?
Yeah. Because everyone else is inside because they know it's stupid to be out in the hurricane-ish time. You know what I mean. It's like, oh look, the hurricane's almost here.